Imagine you're in a competition that is really important for your career. For the last 3 weeks, you have practicing very hard. Maybe sometimes you stay up all night and you skip classes, and maybe you even didn't go to the Toastmaster meeting. However, however, things didn't go well. Some situations pop out and your partner is like a slacker, so you fail. You started to complain and blame on everything and for your failure, like the timing, the weather, your partners and your mentor, and even your girlfriend. Maybe you don't have a girlfriend yet. And you blame on everything except you blame on everything except for yourself. So I have my first internship in a chemical company in Hong Kong last summer vacation. My job is to find out the new usage of the chemical element we sold and plan out the strategy to enter the market. The job is quite challenging and is under great pressure. For the first 2 months, I worked really hard and I learned a lot from the company. However, after 2 months, all of a sudden, my progression stopped. At that moment, I didn't know what I can learn from that company. And that was the most unacceptable thing for my job, or at least for my expectation for my job. So I turned to others to ask for help, but no one can help me. So I started to blame on everything, my colleagues, my mentor. I started to blame on everything for my own problem. So 3 weeks later, I quit the job. The interesting thing is that I ran into the answer to my problem after about 1 month later in a bookstore. In the book it says, if you fail to do something, the only one you can blame is yourself, because that's the only way you can make a progress, and that's the only way to move on. Because if you blame on other things, there's nothing you can do and there's nothing you can change. So the book reminds me that I didn't focus on myself when things didn't go well, and that's the reason my progression stopped, and because I refused to make a progress. Noticing this idea doesn't make me be capable of managing everything perfect, but it does remind me to rethink and reflect myself after every event, so as to think how I can do better and what else I can do. And it helps me to make progress every time, even if it's little. What's more, it makes me not afraid of failure, because it's no longer a failure, it's an opportunity for me to progress, for me to become better. So if you want to everything go in your ways, you're going to be disappointed, because sometimes, or most of the time, things don't go how we expect. And the only way that you can make, but if you look back at yourself, everything is gonna be quite simple, because the only thing you have to care about is how you can do better and what else you can do. So next time, if you think your partner is going to slack off, help him. If you think the computer may be hard to use, bring one. Whatever situation pop out, solve it. By focusing on how you can do better and what else you can do, you are going to become much busier, but you will learn. You are going to run into any kinds of situations, difficulty, but you will grow. So that's the only way you can make a progress, and that's the only way to become stronger. So start today and focus on yourself. TME.